So I have my picnic blanket. It's made out of paper and scotch tape. That's all you really need. You know, if you can buy stuff, that's cool. But if you can build stuff, even though it costs, you okay? Don't get hurt. There's a lot of soccer and football going on here. You know? It's part of the thing. Even if you get hurt, you don't want to get hurt again. So anyway, oh hi Nielsen. This is the sky above. That's the United Nations building. Those are finches, etc. You know. So I'm waiting for someone to like curb stomp me or something. Who knows? It's like you don't belong here. You don't even go here. Yeah, getting hurt. Don't get hurt. Yeah. You don't go to this school. Were you there? You know? See, like this is, I'm lying on it right now. You know? I don't know if you can read. I'm going to pretend you don't know how to read words at all. You don't go to this school, you old fogey, whatever. But I'm still old. So that means get off my lawn. You know what I mean? Oh, look, I have a halo. Apparently. That's kind of odd. I didn't even plan it that way. Looks like I got a halo. You know, like St. Jude. You know, the patron saint of things almost despaired of. It's like, why is there a piece of fire on my head? Yeah. I don't know. I got a halo. Mad annoying. You would think the green screen algorithm could do better. Anywho, how are you, Aiden? You know, I'm gonna try and make myself very small or big. Thing is, I can only like you know, like Sauron. Ah. Ah. Yeah, you can see, like, I'm not the only one enjoying themselves. Some people just lie down. Some people, like, she's doing stuff, I'm doing stuff. I guess you can't see it. Moron. So, you can see people, right? And, like, you know, potential FIFA. Next year, there's going to be, like, soccer here. So all the soccer hooligans will be like, hey, man, New York sucks. I started like, you know, cleaning up. You see the state of these? Yeah, right? I mean, I'm sure other places, other cities have pristine soccer fields or football fields. Here is just we don't have the budget, you know? Sucks. You see this is like, yeah, we intentionally not painted to see the true art of the matter. Or you could just paint it. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, you don't have to stay. I know your style. You come in, hey dad, or hey boss, and then you leave. At least you give me a greeting. See, birds fly, you know? People are shirtless because it's shirts and skins. I saw a lot of Secret Service run around, and this is near the United Nations. The Palestine flag is first over there. They did a couple of rallies here, but you know, like at first I intentionally went to them, but I think they hold it so that I don't go. So I'm kind of surprised I'm there. So I learned to stay away, and it's like, hey, look, there's no pre-Palestine rally here. Amazing, you know, because it's out of the way. Just too lazy. Besides the birds, you know, even though yesterday I helped a bird die. Today's my mom's birthday. I don't even know how old my mom would be because after you shed this earthly body, this physical body, you feel pain. Either the atheist or right is like, oh, your mom is worm food and you're next. Well, we're gonna feed these fucking worms until they take over your land. How about that? You know? Atheists are dumb. Like, there's no such thing as God. Help me! There's a tornado. Stupids. It's a man-made tornado. Then your neighbor will destroy your house just because you didn't return the sugar. If only there was a greater being that could solve all these injustices. I wonder what we'd call it. Probably a three-letter word. He's so used to being dehumanized. Yeah, they're fucking retarded. And I'm a retard myself. I'm autistic, high functioning, but still, even I know there's got to be a God because who made all this? You know? Are you gonna do it? Yes. Say go. You like the beefy ones? Beefy Mexicans? And then like that. And then there's the helicopter making sure the soccer game is unimpeded. They don't mind. How many people is like a professional video camera team? And that lady's like feeding her children or something. You know what I noticed? Like women will always adjust their skirts, like they're exposing something. But if it's the right guy, it's like, oh, take me. I'm not handsome. Only my mom thinks. Mom, if you can hear me, I love you every day. Proud of you every day as your son. Whatever you're doing, it's working, I guess. If you want to do unchecked chaos, I went to this NYPD reformer thing. Like this person is really just knocked out tired, man. He's got his socks off and everything, shoes. Oh, imagine working 24 hours a day. Is like the only place you can rest if it's not raining is the soccer field. Here's another one. Like I went to this, and that's me. Overtly the Anomaly. Typos all zero. See these former NYPD detectives, they're retired, but they're just keeping track. I got a free super chat. I can confirm that all of New York City buildings are burning with unchecked chaos right now. Yeah, let's turn off the thing. You see all the flames? Oh God, the horror. It's worse than September 11th. The top of the UN building is utterly aflame. People are jumping out all the way to the ground. This is the Tudor city in flames too. It's collapsing before your very eyes. Ah, yeah. Just when the volcanoes coming, the archaeologists found this guy mummified or something. He's jerking off. It's like, yeah, there's no fucking way I can outrun lava. Might as well have the last few moments of my life jerking off. And then they found him. It's like, oh, at least he found the way. You can't outrun fire and earth. That's why I think all atheists are dumb. Where do you expect to go? Back to earth? You'd be recycled, hoping to extend your life as a child, and then you get raped as a child. You know what I mean? Atheists are mad dumb. I'm a good Catholic. I just wait. See that guy? He was just like, I'm zonked out, man. So fucking tired. I don't think he minds. Like, you need my permission or consent to film. This is footage that this guy works like 7 days a week, 24 hours, and then he works 3 jobs per hour. So he's actually working like 72 hours. Hey Herb, I like your video, dude. Like the South will rise again and shit. You know? Never figured you for a Southerner, but then I realized you're a racist. That's where you belong. You see this, Herbo? Yeah. Here I am, just with my people. I look Mexican. They always ask me, ¿hablamos español? No, no hablamos. No se puede. Imposible. Escapo no es puede. But you could just say there is no empire, Herb. Would you even say that? I remember I asked you, it's like, you could say this or that, but you shot back with, I could say nothing, Nate. Yeah, you could. But, like, if your girl texted you, and it's like, hey, my husband's away, and all you gotta do is come over, you're gonna say nothing? Doubt it. Yeah. You see this, Herbo? Today's my mom's birthday. Yes, you can. Say it again, man. Like this, right? You see this? I have some black spray paint. I want to refinish this, right? So I'm just gonna spray paint a little bit. What does that say, Herb? See? Hi, how are you? See, now it's a little better. Thank you. It means a lot coming from you, Herb. I could say your real last name, but happy, belated or advanced happy birthday, Mrs. Schnerbler. Your son's a retard and a moron, but he's your retard and your moron. I've seen like mother bears fight. It's like whatever my son did, if he did genocide in Israel, they deserved it. He's my fucking son. You know, you can do the spray paint as long as you're willing to spray paint over that. He just said it. The real thing is getting your mom to say it on stream. Why are you acting like such Herb? Oh, you're a doctor. Doctor of what? Bustology? Killing yourself slowly with alcohol? At least when they inspect your cadaver for the autopsy, like this motherfucker Joel really likes Four Loco. The sipping of the dark teat. At best you'll amuse God. It's like, how did you die, Herb Sternbler? That's a funny story. I had a relapse, and then I drank all the Four Loco in the South. And you ever watch Anchorman with Baxter and like Will Ferrell? It's like, you ate a whole thing of cheese. I'm not even mad. Tell me all about it. Excuse me. He's learning how to play. Look at this. Sports every day. People improving themselves. Hey Bam, how you doing? Abby's digging. So I'm going to show you an image that you might not like, but yeah, the sport of coconuts. So anyway, talking about digging and coconuts, what do you all think about this news item? You know, like, I'm just gonna wait for the audience participation. It's a freeze frame, but they were revealing more and more footage. Like you should, why aren't you angry about all this? Imagine that was your mom, your sister, your niece, your classmate, your cousin, your lawyer, your doctor, your driver, your paying customer, whatever, your therapist. How do you know it wasn't? Do you know how my mom died? What if it wasn't my mom? It was some alien marauder just puppeting my mom, a body jumper, waiting for the time to eat my liver. Never relax, right? What if that was Mrs. Sherbler? Or it's like, some Italian broad, you know? I went to like Gaza, and there's like Italian restaurants there too. So, you bees dig it. Here I am just like, oh my God, Black Lives Matter. But then that boop really railed me last night. And the guy is like mentally ill. It's like, okay, I'm going to keep it together. You know, 14 days without stabbing a racist. And then he peeks over her shoulder and sees that N-word. And it's like, that's it. You know, I've been good all this time, God. Another life sentence won't be so bad. and just stab, stab, stab. And the people, just watched. Like one guy stood up, is like, I'm gonna beat you up, but and you didn't check on the lady. She's just holding her face and bleeding out. Everybody's like, stay away from me. You might have AIDS with your blood. You've been with a lot of black guys. That's why, you know. I mean, I could put a picture of my mom, and I think I will. Let me see. Time for cowardice is past. This was me all them years ago. See that? What if that were Mrs. Mendez with big ass glasses? And I had my glasses. It makes you look, you know, like instead of a wide nose, I have a pixie nose. Hi, how are you? You bees digging in me. Damn. You know? Damn. I wonder if you guys would actually post like your past selves. That's my past mom. That's me and that this goofy looking fuck. And then, random people. My mom just picked up two kids to eat before we ate them for spaghetti. You know? I always loved being an only child. You know what I mean? This is the before we started eating all the babies. Just kidding. We don't. We actually eat. We consume. So I've been here outside the United Nations, probably the security forces of all the world. And basically, I'm not like a Superman. I'm just watching. I'm hoping Superman comes down. Well, citizen, what have you been doing? You've been naughty all this time. Shoot somebody, Superman. As the Blessed Mother. You gotta be agile to play sports. These are young champions. They're gonna win like whatever, the Stanley Cup or yeah, I'm not really bad at sports. There's Asians, kinda. You see? There's white people. It's just a melting pot. What if that were Mrs. Mendez? Kinda sweet of you. See, people waving high like, howdy neighbor. I've been in New York for over 30 years. And then somebody in the bus was like, this chat is for 20 somethings only. I was like, get off my lawn. Get the fuck off my lawn. Like that. You're gonna call me old? I will use that. You know how many people are old? They survived fucking Hitler. Get some respect in you. It's too late to visit my mom's grave. I don't want to sensationalize because my family is in advertising and marketing, just like Triple H. And then it's like, oh, my dead son, he's cremated, and I still have his urn, and every time he talks to me and says, Dad, you gotta beat all your enemies for me. They killed me. Imagine doing that. I mean, I harass my mom because in life I would harass my mom. It's like, Mom, I don't know what to do. Yeah. My mom was in the hospital, and dying of cancer. Can't really stop cancer. You can just do like fundraisers. Just remember, all dead people were just needed elsewhere. They'll come back. Just like they caught the guy. There's always going to be work. But it's like, why are they all standing around like a bunch of soccer players? Oh, that's it. Because this is a soccer field. You know what I mean? If this was a cotton field, why are you standing around like a bunch of cotton pickers? This is a cotton field, sir. You're lost. I pick cotton. Hey, buddy. Future champion, that's you. Work hard. Yell out of these kids. You know, in my last stream, some psychopath kid was just kicking a bird, and I feed pigeons. But I was like, as you will, God, not by my will, but yours. And I had to like coach Sean and Isaiah Masad. Is like, when you accidentally kill someone, be ready for the decision. Is like, that's the worst human being of all time. Good thing I caught him under God. You know. Hey, like you all know my real name, right? Nathaniel Mendez. The city of New York sends me fines. It's like, we caught you in the bus lane, just waiting, blocking all this traffic. I was like, all right, how much is the fine? $50. I was like, I don't have $50. I'm on God's business. I don't ambush. And Mark Me's ambushes a lot. You just make a little difference. Yay. Just don't get hurt. That's one thing I don't like to see, like kids getting hurt. Or like, I had to make a thing. When that pigeon was kicked by that kid, I was like, oh God, this kid is headed for the electric chair, you know? But his nanny, like I told him, at least he followed one directive. Take this broken bird and show it to your mom. Like, Mom, look, I did this. Then let the mother kill it, you know? An adult. And he was holding it very, very gently, like I showed him. It's like I kissed a dirty ass bird on the head. Maybe that's the reason I have lost my voice. All this pestilence is in me. But when I'm dead, probably Trump will use my blood and just like taint them with the bullets, like whatever. I have every single disease, I think. I'm surprised my wife kisses me, but she has a lot of antibodies. Her T cell count is probably way, way high. As a healer, there's so many places. Trive Highland Lie. Here. There's a peace clock too, from 1899. It is the future of the whole civilized world, which is at stake. Acceptance speech as United Nations Secretary General. And I'm sure before this, he was like, man, this place needs like stuff. I don't know what the hell these are. Honeysuckle? You know, most times it's like there's an Islamist lady and she's really offended by all these like naked flesh. So she starts spray painting the posters, which cost a lot of money. And I was like, I didn't know Islamists did bombing or graffiti. And she's a lady like my mom. I don't think my mom would do it, but some Islam person was like, you know what? I'm not scared of spray paint. You know? And I like how Herb wrote Miss. Like my mom's single. I don't know. When, upon death, you can remarry or resurrect, or raised up. I believe in God. All the people who come in and out, unless you want to say something bad, I have all the taboo words blocked, so you can't. Only the people who know my particular style can actually type shit in here. And the more if you manage to go through, it's just like, wow. And I'll just add it. Ted's was here. You could write that. or remand or like cost revs. I don't really care. You know? I'll tell you something. If you were robbing a bank, the first thing you would do is spray paint all the cameras so the footage would be gone, or unplug it. You know. I invite all of you to return to the Catholic Church. If I had more spray paint, I'd repaint all of these hydrants. See that? Some days I feel like that. Even those where a Palestine thing, it's like just me with a slingshot against a tank. How the fuck am I gonna win? You see all the spray paint on the floor? Nobody cares. You see all the moss. This is the Church of the Covenant. Oh, it's a Presbyterian. That's why I didn't feel comfortable here, you know? I thought it was a Catholic church, but as a presbyter, you know, there's people on the way out recording themselves. It's like a bucket list. You know what's weird? This building, right? They have security, but I always thought it was just like the IDF Israeli. I think it's real estate security. You know, they make sure that property is saleable. So they do a perimeter thing, which is great. You know, here I am crossing. I'm glad there's traffic police. You know, and I'll even stop and I'll just be like, I'm gonna have a cigarette right here. I really don't mind. I'm a driver. Nothing pisses me off more than some pedestrian stopping me from making a turn. Yeah? It's like, make all the turns you like. I don't give a shit. So, you know. Anyway, it's like less than 30 minutes. I'm bored already. Bye. Oh, hey, guys, best man. I haven't seen you in a while. Herb, if you scroll up, Herb said the N word. I wonder if you can say the N word. You are the best man. All you got to do is prove it. Ah! I thought they were coming right for me. Was that you, Gallus? You set up cruiser right in my face? God damn it. Good thing I'm live streaming for my security. You're the kind of best man is like, I'm gonna punch you. Psych. How does Sky even stand you, dude? Sky Guy won't come in here. Mark Mays won't come in here. A whole bunch of people don't want to because they feel uncomfortable. But you, oh wow, SWAT, Special Weapons and Training. You ever do all this with a banana? You can put your weed in there. You ever smoke weed out of a fucking banana? Show me, Mr. Expert. Do you actually know what SWAT means? This is just something like, I swatted you or I spotted you. Why am I not tackled? He swatted me. They were like, oops, we'll save him for later. He's small fry. What has he done? I tried repainting all the fire hydrants. Then I realized I ran out of spray paint. Why do you guys, well, I mean, I know why. I think all those years ago, I ordered you to attack everything. Just like AIDS. It's like attack everything. Wherever you're situated, attack it. And there's a time to stop attacking. I mean, let's say it's true. Mark has Bell's palsy. He's undergone severe trauma. Once in a while, like Tourette's, he insults you guys. And then you take it for like a thing. Just like some sort of herd mentality. Let's try stampede them. Me first. I was the one who told him to attack all of you. I told him, be schizo. He's completely sane. He'll just get more engagement and traction if he just starts attacking all of you. I wanted to see how defensive you guys would get, and boy, did you. For somebody who's supposed to be the best man, you got a thin skin, brother. What happened? Supposed to let that slide off your back. If Sky ever gets married and he don't know you or he does, it's like, you're my best man, defend me. Fucking swatting me. Tell them I'm innocent, please. Yeah, your mom. Tell me all the ways I suck, buddy. Yeah, I know. You just go. It's like popular to mock him. You're making him more powerful. I bet you Chat Guy beat is Mark Mans. Safe bet in all this. He posts the exact opposite of what I expect Mark Mays to do, which is what sociology is all about. Here's an even worse scenario. No, well, Mark Gaze. Wow. How about Mark Skis? How insulting. Do you know how to ski? I bet you Mark knows how to ski. A lot of times, I always presume that these people who are hateful towards their neighbor are in an ICU or quadriplegic. They're like, I hate all of you. I'll laugh at that. When my mom lay dying, I saw all the other patients. It's like, too bad. I know. Maybe, right? Maybe just like he generates a computer AI of some dude just like sitting in shit all day. And meanwhile, it's like, this is me. I look like I'd work the counter at Heavy Metals selling gold and silver. Sir, put that back. That's not yours. You look like you smoke cock all day, Chat Guy Beats. Like Gallus is the best man. I guess you're the beat man. Imagine you're Billy Crystal, you know? Billy Crystal as Chat Guy Beats. You look like a poodle too. Is this Darren? Darren's so stupid, you know? You probably joined the Alex Jones chat by mistake. Thanks. That's something Mike would say. So you're building a case that you are indeed Mark Mays. Mike will just say thanks. You do. You got. Well, I don't even know what your PFP is about. I'm thinking like, Church or Bob. The subgenius. I look like a people. I might induct you to 718. I'm allowed to recruit one person. And then, subject to all the rules. I've been to some parts of Queens, and there's a lot of graffiti. I'd be surprised, Give it a thought. Even if you have Bell's palsy, so do a lot of bombers. It's just like, I'm sure they do. See, the thing is, I never know how gay you all are. One of my best friends in high school watched a video of like some San Francisco gangs, and like they're just like making kissy faces, slapping each other in the ass until they come in a rival gang. Out come the pipes to beat the shit out of the other gang, and then they go back to kissing. What disability? Tell me all about my disability. How do you diagnose me? Raptor Johnny already diagnosed me as paranoid, schizophrenic, and mentally ill. And yet he offered me a deal. So, are you a better psychiatrist, psychologist than Raptor Johnny? I bet you if you show up there, I'm better than you in all ways, Raptor Johnny. Banned. Say all that shit again. Imagine not getting paid. You know? I can assert before all of you, I'm perfectly fine. But, then you'll say, if you're perfectly fine, why don't you play in traffic all day? No, you first. Yeah, dude. I've seen some really straight dudes, and it's like, why are you grabbing my knee? Like, dude, I will literally rip your fucking head off. You're barking up the wrong tree, pal. It's nice if you get laid from it, but then, it's like Pete Davidson sent this. Oh, don't worry. Like his girlfriend, what's her name? Was it Taylor Swift? Taylor Swift was like, yeah, that's just my makeup guy. It's like, he's gay. And Pete Davidson is like, is he actually gay? Like, registered? Is there footage of him fucking somebody up the ass? I think he's just trying to get in your pants. How about you live stream for me? We'll collab. I'm sure you get right on it. Come on. All you idiots bark orders. You know? Those who can do. Those who can't, try to teach. I don't think you could even teach like a child 1 + 1 = 2. Beat with your poodle PFP. You'd be so tempted. It's like 1 + 1 = suck my cock. Try to seduce children or something. And if you haven't seduced any child at all, you'd better start. And so do you offend gays? I don't think you can offend some gays. Some gays will murder you. There's a gay mafia. You know? Do you know what murder is? Tell me all you know about murder. For some MK Ultra assets, turn your phone sideways is a kill command. And if they start killing in your name, boy, knock knock, who's there? SWAT. A lot of people claim they're registered sex offenders. This offends the real ones. It's like, even though you're not my type, I'm gonna fuck you up the ass. Just to teach you a lesson. Don't claim the fame if you haven't run the game. It's like Jay and Silent Bob. Well, I was gonna quit until Gallus came in. I'm surprised. That's why I call him best man. When the bride or the groom is like, we're not just gonna do it. He's the one like, I want to get drunk and talk shit all day about your guys. Make this fucking wedding happen. And today my mom didn't want me to be sad. My mom wanted me to be happy and gay. I was born gay, and I was like, I'm maximally gay in all things. I have literally nothing else to do but become straight. If you ask somebody, I was so gay back then, all them years ago, I could suck a banana off until it came. And it's a fruit. I don't think any of you can do that. Not even once. Thank you for the like. Hey, there's George. He's sleeping. And then people put these things. It's like, you still get a ticket. Why so quiet? Are you being raped right now? That's gotta suck. I want to text. I want to chat. But you're just putting your cock in my mouth. And my hands are all tied up. Jeez. I think I should end the stream before you get, all the way murdered. Find your head on a bus. Lots of luck, pal. Special weapons and training. Either you're beating off 100 men, ew, gross, or you're not. Bye.